Hendo, thanks for joining us. Thanks for your time, as always. First of all, just looking back on the victory over Newcastle in the Challenge Cup on Friday night, how do you reflect on that game, having watched it back now?
Yeah, look, I'm obviously, incredibly pleased that we managed to secure our place in the next round of the Challenge Cup competition and obviously earn a place in the semi-finals of the 1895 Cup competition. So really, really pleased with that. Was it our best performance of the season? No, it certainly wasn't. But it was a win that we had to secure and probably in a bit of an ugly fashion as well. It wasn't a game that was going to be open and free flowing. It was very sort of greasy conditions, and we'd had a fair bit of rain just prior to the game and at times during the game. So, it was a game that was going to be all about ball control, and your kicking game was going to play a large part in that. And I just felt probably certainly the first half, Newcastle were far superior in their ball control and their kicking game. I thought they were putting the ball in the right areas of the field. They're making it very difficult for us to get out of backfield, and and obviously they had a couple of opportunities that they managed to capitalise on and were deserved, to be in front at half time. Obviously, second half, after some honest discussions behind closed doors, the team came out and I thought really lifted another level, and I felt just showed a lot more energy and a lot more urgency and a lot more effort. And we obviously got ourselves into some good field position and were able to capitalise and take some of our opportunities, which were great. There was periods even in that second half that we weren't still where we needed to be, but I thought there was a couple of things that went against us. I certainly felt there was a 40-20 call, and had that sort of gone in our favour, I felt at that moment in time we really had momentum, and I think it may have broken the spirit of Newcastle had we maybe posted points with that field position, but it wasn't meant to be. And I think a couple of sets later, Newcastle were on our end, and it looked to me that there was an obstruction on one of their tries, which put them in front, but. Credit to the team, we found a way in that back end of the game to get ourselves over the whitewash with Liam Harris with a bit of a solo individual effort, and we managed to do enough to get through. So still plenty of areas there within our game we need to improve, but really pleased with the character shown by the team in that second half to come from 12-4 down, and in that sort of nature of the contest and what it meant, to both teams, an opportunity to be in the next round of the competition. I thought we showed a lot of character to get away with the result in the end.
Hendo, we've drawn London Broncos at home in the next round of the Challenge Cup as well, obviously your former side.
Yeah, absolutely. No, really looking forward to welcoming both the team and the fans of London. I've got many fond memories from my time down in the capital, and it was a great club to be part of and a great club to work for, and really looking forward to seeing some familiar faces, and probably most notably Mike Eccles, the head coach now, who during my time there was our head of performance and did a fantastic job for us there, and I think he's doing a great job at the moment with the team that he has at his disposal. So, very much looking forward to seeing him and seeing some of the players that were there when I was there. So, and there's some great fans there too at London. There's some really good people down there. So, yeah, should be good to see those guys. But hopefully, they won't be leaving with smiles on their faces. And I'm hopeful that we will deliver a performance on that day that will get us through to the next round of the competition. That's our aim, to get as far as we can and keep trying to build some momentum and get some really good performances. So it's another opportunity for that. But we know we're going to be up against a team that's going to be well drilled and disciplined and will compete. So we're going to have to be very, very good on the day. But the good thing for us is it's another couple of weeks away. We've got them actually now coming up in the championship in the next round of that competition. So we'll get our preparation right for that, and then we'll worry about the Challenge Cup in a couple of weeks' time. But yeah, looking forward to it.
Yeah, like you mentioned, obviously London the next opponents, but obviously no game this weekend.
Yes.
How's that affecting preparations? How's things behind the scenes with that in mind?
Well, it's been good actually. I think the break's come at a good time for us. It's obviously given us another opportunity to keep working with those injured players and continue their progression to get them back to full fitness, so to speak. So it's been a good week for that. I think also it's been a nice opportunity for the players players to, we can just do things a little bit differently this week at training and focus on a few other different areas, of our game, which is good. We've got that little bit of luxury. So yeah, it's been a good week for us, and I think it'll be good for the players to have that weekend off as well, just to again mentally freshen up, physically freshen up, and then hopefully we can then lead into a good week going into the London game. But no, it's been a good week so far, and we've still got a couple more sessions to go. But yeah, looking forward to what we produce on the training field the next couple of sessions, and then we can enjoy a weekend off.
Yeah. How do you reflect on the start to the season? Obviously, I guess it's a good point to reflect. Obviously, with no game this week, and how do you reflect on things so far, and what are the sort of main areas for improvement you're looking for?
Yeah, look. If I'm being honest with you, Jacob, I look at, if I'm reflecting on the where we're currently at, I think it's still quite exciting. I know I suppose if you look at, let's start with the championship competition. We're 3 wins from 9. It's not ideal. I understand that, but we're 2 wins out of the top 6. That's the reality. With 2/3 of the competition still to go. So plenty of time to turn that around and get some points on the board, so to speak, and get some momentum and have a really strong finish to that campaign. But equally, which is exciting, we're still in the final 16 of the Challenge Cup competition. We're now in the semi-finals of the 1895 Cup competition. So to say that we still have opportunity in all 3 competitions at this stage of the season, I think is quite incredible, really, considering, like you said, all the disruption that we have faced as a group and the adversity that we faced as a group. I still think we're yet to play our best rugby league football. I still yet to think that we've really had our best side out there consistently week in, week out. So I think there's so many positives to look forward to and get excited about. And the fact that we're still alive in all 3 competitions, I think is a credit to the playing group as well. So plenty of opportunity and plenty to play for, in the next 2/3 of this season this year. So yeah, that's what I'm focusing on. Yeah. It'd be nice to have be on a few more points in the championship, 100%. But it is what it is. But I think we're still in a fantastic position to build from and move forward with.
Yeah, and I guess obviously having players back hopefully in the next couple of weeks from injury is only going to benefit things as well.
Yeah, well, look, if I'm honest with you, we're hopeful now that probably I'd like to think within the next sort of 4 weeks, we should have pretty much most hands on deck, bar poorly, bearing we don't pick up any more knocks along the way. We should have, I'd say close to the majority of the playing squad fit and available for selection within the next sort of 4 weeks. So, which is quite, again, encouraging and exciting for me as a coach, but also for the players too, So, no, looking forward to that. Certainly I can't wait, to be honest with you. It'll be nice to have some real genuine selection headaches, and and for me as a coach, really getting an opportunity to have a look at people further and really get a feel for what I feel is going to be our best team moving forward. So yeah, very much excited about what's to come.
Great stuff. Thanks for your time, Hendo. Appreciate it as always.
Thanks very much. Ta.